stool out of the way. Hello. I was originally sitting down, but I'm standing up now. Changed my mind. So, good morning. I think I've said that now 3 times. Welcome to the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. I am live. I am a furniture painter. I'm also a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle Paint, and I go live on the Dixie Belle's YouTube channel every Tuesday at 2 p.m. UK time, which is 9 a.m. EST. So I'm based in the UK, as you can tell from my accent, probably, and the fact that it's looking particularly grey today. Hi, Teresa. I don't know about where you are in the world, but the seasons have started changing, and I feel like it's quite early this year. Not that we've had much of a summer. I know a lot of places have been suffering with high temperatures, but not the UK. Not the UK. It's been miserable for the majority of it. I think we've had a couple of days of sun, but that's about it. So, hi. Hello. So, I am live at my usual time slot. If you follow me on social media, hi Jan. It feels like fall where you are as well today. Yeah, it does here. I mean, it's raining. I'm in the UK, it's raining. Surprise, surprise, shock horror. It started out okay-ish, bit grey, but there's a nip in the air. There is a chill in the air, and now it's raining, which is not what I wanted, I'll be honest. I've still got all my garden furniture outside, and it's getting wet, so haven't got time to get that in. I've only just made myself a cup of tea as well, so if you're having your morning coffee or tea, whatever you drink, whiskey, whatever your tipple is. Hello from Georgia. I'm joining you. I've just had a cup of tea. I've been very, very, very busy. My kids are still on their summer holidays, so I think a few of people in the UK are starting to go back. I think a lot of people in other parts of the world, their kids have already gone back to school. We go back a little bit later than most people. I don't know why. Break up later? I don't know. We only have 6 weeks off in the summer anyway. I say we, I mean the kids. It's been a long time since I've had 6 weeks off in the summer, let me tell you that. So, yeah, my kids are still here. I have bribed them to keep quiet with sweets and the TV. So hopefully there'll be no interruptions of fighting or anything like that. I've also shut the door because it's just safer that way. Believe you me, it's safer that way. So yeah, cheers to your morning if you're having a brew with me. I just feel like I haven't stopped recently. Yeah, it is feeling a little chilly. I'm not gonna lie, autumn's my favourite. Tell me what your favourite season is, just out of interest. Autumn is my favourite season, providing we've had a decent summer. I mean, when I say decent summer in the UK, I mean give us a week. Give us a week of sunshine. We haven't had that. We had 2 storms when we were away camping a couple of weeks ago. 2 storms. We had an eventful time, not going to lie. There's always things that happen to us when we go away. So, yeah. Our window got smashed. I say ours, it's mine. My window got smashed on my vehicle, on my car, on my Land Rover. So that was fun. That got smashed in the beach car park. So we had to sort that out. Some tow rag smashed it. Not trying to gain entry. I believe it was an accident. I think it was really windy. People were having, it's a beach where lots of like water sports happen. So there was like paddle boards and bodyboards and surfboards and all the things. So I think somebody went, oh, and the wind took it, or a windbreak or something, I don't know, and it completely shattered my window in my Land Rover. So we had to get that sorted while we were down there. And the other thing that happened is we have on our caravan or trailer, as you call it, we have like an air awning, which is basically like a tent that attaches on the side of your caravan, which gives you more space. And we store all our crap in there, like all the water sports stuff, the wetsuits and all that kind of thing, because you need a wetsuit, especially in the summer in the UK. I didn't wear one. I have got an inbuilt wetsuit, but the kids had one, and Andy has one because he feels the cold, bless him. And the air awning kept going down. It kept popping. We've never had that. We've had it for years and it kept popping. So I was having to order replacement inner tubes for the awning that kept going down in order to basically try and keep it up for the 2 weeks we were there. So always eventful when we go away, but we're back now. Back now, and nothing eventful happens when we're back. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Anyway, this cabinet, if you follow me, you've probably seen it because she's been here a while. We're on plan B with this bad boy. So it's like a little Art Deco style cabinet. I had plans for her. I had big plans for her. So if you keep track of the releases that Dixie Belle do, you'll know that recently they released a decoupage paper, which was beautiful. And it had a sun on it and it was kind of celestial and very, very pretty. And that was what I was going to put on the front of this. However, when I went on holiday, it sold out. That was what I was going to do. The first piece of content I was going to create was that. When I got back off holiday, I'd kind of half done it. I planned kind of like an ombre thing. So the decoupage would have been at the bottom and I was blend it into the natural wood at the top. But the paper sold out and it's pretty pointless me creating content for something that's sold out. So we're changing the plan. We're changing the plan, and the most recent release is very exciting because it features a load of transfers that the Dixie Belle brand ambassadors have all had a hand in. Looks like you have Colonel Mustard, Honky Tonk Red, and I think in the Navy. Oh, Observant. It's not in the Navy though. It's Caviar. It's Caviar, but I'll give you a 7 out of 10 for effort. You've got one if you want it. Yeah, it's sold out. Well, I don't know. There were talks. Dixie Belle scrabbled around, tried to find me the paper. They couldn't find any spare, and I was like, look, it's kind of pointless me going, look at this beautiful paper, and then people going, hey, where can I buy it? Oh, you can't because it's sold out. It's kind of pointless because that is my job. I work with Dixie Belle to promote their products. So as lovely as the paper is, it's kind of pointless if it's sold out. So Plan B. The most recent release, let me just grab it because I believe it's here. Please hold. I don't know where it is actually, to be honest. Anyway, is it there? No. Anyway, the most recent release, we're not going to get to that bit today anyway. You're going to have to follow me to find out how this piece finishes up. We're not going to get to it anyway today, but my plan is to put one of the new transfer designs on this piece. And I'm going to use some crazy colours, and we're going to use gold, and we're going to use red, and we're going to use black, and it's going to be cool. If anyone can guess correctly, based on that colour scheme, which transfer I'm going to use, you get a gold star. It's not an official competition, you just get a gold star. So I've got Honky Tonk Red, I've got Colonel Mustard, I've got Caviar. That's all I've got at the minute because that's as far as I'm going to get today with you. I'm also going to turn my camera on, which is over here, because I am recording this for a YouTube video as well. So if you don't want to keep up with my lives, where I can be quite chatty, informal, it's not a fast-paced kind of live, because I just like to chat and kind of just muck about a little bit. You can check out all of the videos on my YouTube channel, which are edited and obviously condensed, so all the chatty stuff is kind of not there. Also, I produce content for the Dixie Belle YouTube channel, as well as loads of other creators and Dixie Belle brand ambassadors. We all create content for the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to that channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well, please, and thank you. If you're not, what are you playing at? So I'm going to crack on. I am going to crack on. Have I pressed record on that? Yes, I have. Press record on my camera, and I'm starting off with Colonel Mustard in this alcove. So this has already been primed with Boss, and I've used grey because it's the kind of most universal colour primer wise, because it lends itself really well to whether you're going light or dark over the top of it. I love grey Boss. 9 times out of 10 that is the colour that I'll use. Grey works really well under red particularly, but it can be used under pretty much any colour. Like I say, if you go in light or dark. The only time I'd probably use white Boss is if I know I'm painting my piece white, which doesn't happen very often at all. So I'm just stippling Colonel Mustard on here, and this is going to act as a base coat for gold. I'm going to use gold. And again, I don't use metallics an awful lot. I use a little bit of gilding wax here and there. I've used a little bit of Dixie Shine. But this is going to be full on gold. Full on gold in this alcove. I'm also going to do the feet gold as well. The feet are cute. Look at the feet. They're like little like stubby, little dinky, stubby feet. I like them. Go back up. Up you go. Up you go. There we go. Okay. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this yellow if I'm going gold. And that is because if you put a yellow, or you can do red underneath gold as well. Basically, anything that's fairly warm toned, it'll give you a very kind of intense gold. So I'm going to be using the Moonshine Metallics over the top of this. And then I might even go in with a little bit of Dixie Shine as well. So if you follow Malia from Mustard Tree Market, she did a piece recently that is, it's like it's just a cabinet door, and she's made it into a piece of art, and she used Gold Digger, which is the gold from the Moonshine collection, which is the paint. Are you using that new transfer with the sun? No, that transfer, that is decoupage. So that's a decoupage paper. I'm going to be using one of the new transfer designs. And I had my back turned, so I haven't seen if anybody's answered it correctly. But I'm not going to tell you anyway, because you're going to have to follow me to find out. So, yeah, Malia did a piece that's like a cabinet door. And she turned it into a piece of art. And she used... I'm pretty sure I asked her what she used because it looks really, really pretty. And I think she used the Moonshine Metallics, and then she went over the top of it with the Dixie Shine in gold, and it looks really pretty. It looks like a bit kind of antique-y, but not in a dull way, if that makes sense. It still looks super shiny. So I am going to try that with this. So I'm going to undercoat this first. So if you undercoat gold with yellow, you get a true kind of yellowy gold. If you undercoat it with a red, you get more of like a warm toned kind of gold. So it can slightly change the colour of the gold depending on what you put underneath. If you put brown underneath, it can go a little bit antique-y. So you can do that because the Moonshine Metallics are quite sheer in pigment. You have to build them up with a couple of layers. And this not only helps with the coverage, but also helps give it that kind of vibrancy as well. So I'm stippling it on for a bit of texture because I kind of want that look. So old gold, like antique gold, has kind of got that kind of little bit of texture to it. So almost want to go for a kind of gold leaf effect. Now what I should be doing is using a bit of tape across here so they don't go over the line. But I'm not going to, because masking tape annoys me. I don't know why. I use it sometimes, but I avoid it if I can. I don't know why, it just irritates me. Believe it or not, that's my first cup of tea all day, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you can kind of gauge from that how busy my day's been so far. I'm just going to roughly go up to the edge because I'm going to paint, I'm obviously painting this anyway. so it doesn't matter if I go over it a little bit, because I'm going to neaten that up when I go over with my main colour. So this isn't going to be staying yellow, this is going to be going gold, but I just wanted to get that base colour on so that that can dry. There we go. So that's that. Also, it's got these wooden handles, and these originally wouldn't come off because they were screwed and then glued. So the handles fit on here like this. These are also going to be gold, so I'm going to undercoat those in yellow as well, but not now. Not now. Oh, that rain's really coming down now. Really coming down. Do you have candy corn in the UK? What's that? As you can tell from my answer, that is a no. What's candy corn when it's at home? I am learning some American stuff. Like, we don't have Jolly Ranchers over here, and I was introduced to those bad boys, and let me tell you, they're a delight, aren't they? Absolute delight. So yeah, imagine, squint your eyes and imagine that's gold. You can see how it's hopefully going to reflect the light out of that little cubby. Your mom mixes steel magnolia with everything. Good for her. Good for her. It's a nice colour. It's a good colour. I just don't use metallics an awful lot. I don't know. I'm just not a metallics gal. But on this I am. I'm going for it. Also, what I'm going to do, these dinky little feet are going to be gold as well. So it's going to tie it in together. So we're going to have gold feet, gold handles, gold cubby. But I'll do that separately because I've got to get right in there. Jolly Ranchers are awesome. They're amazing. The cherry ones are delightful. You can actually get them in the UK. I have found out after eating them, you can actually, we can get them in the UK. They're just not very common, so you have to know where to look, and I know where to look now. But the cherry ones, yeah, cherry, and is it raspberry that are blue? Pure sugar, triangle shaped candy, orange, yellow and white. Google, you either hate them. No, not had those. Right, so this is the fun part. Yeah, feel free. I mean, you probably want to check the price of shipping before you agree to send me stuff, because shipping over here from the US or the other way, it's incredibly expensive. Ridiculous, actually. Borderline ridiculous. I had to send something to somebody in America, and I nearly threw the box at the post office person's face. I was like, what? No. But I did, and I was just like, this is the last time. So yeah, postage is absolutely insane. In contrast to that yellow, I'm now going to go honky tonk red. I was toying with two reds. Do I go honky tonk or do I go slightly darker? Quickly type what you think. I need to show you the transfer. So the transfer is the chinoiserie one. Chinoiserie. It's the one that Jodie helped design. And where is it? Where is it in my disaster of a workshop? I was going to say wardrobe. It's not wardrobe. You think slightly darker? Honky tonk. Interesting. So we're 50-50 at the minute. I've got 2 results, 1 for each. There's 21 people watching. Oh, darker. Okay, darker's winning so far. Okay, we're 50-50. Honky tonk again. This is going to be difficult. I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to type and tell me what you think I should paint it. It's too difficult. I don't know. We're no help. You're not. It's a 50-50 split so far. It's like me. I've got good angel, bad angel. Paint all the colours. Do something a little bit more refined. Paint all the colours. Refined. Let me just have a quick, just sing to yourselves for for just a split second. Let me see if I can find the transfer. Sing to yourselves. I'm still here. Are you singing? I can't hear you. Still here. Don't leave me. Oh. No. Where? I think Jodie's been here and stolen all my transfers because where are they? Oh, it's here. The last thing I found. I got it. I'm back. Have you been singing? Obviously, I can't see your comments because they flash up quicker than you can say honky tonk red and they go again. And I still, if anybody knows how to get the comments to stay up longer or how to get comments back once they've gone on YouTube lives, please DM me because I don't know how to do it and I can't figure it out. Anyway, this is the transfer, not that. That's the instructions. We don't need that. That. Chinoiserie. Can you see it? So there's blues and greens. You can't scroll down the comments. Weird. No. So on a Facebook Live, the comments stay there and they kind of just keep scrolling. And if you're the person that's live, you can scroll back and find them. So obviously, if I was painting and then 5 people left comments on a Facebook Live, I just scroll back and just check there's nobody that's asked any questions or commented or anything. On YouTube, they flash up and they disappear. They go. And I don't know how to get them back. I could press something. What's that? What's that? Live chat or message it. Oh, I've done it. It was a button. There was one button I had to press. So I've done it now. I'm an idiot. I pressed one button. So now I can go back and I can see all you. So if you were talking about me behind my back when I was getting that transfer, I can see it now. So you better not. Do what you want. Okay. It still seems like 50-50. If you go darker, it will be matchy, no contrast. True. Hi, Wendy. I think darker is hard to do. You've already voted. I can scroll the comments now. That is the one designed by Jodie. Yes. You change your mind, go darker. Right. That was no help at all. Plus, on the sleeve, it's actually painted on a really pale blue piece, and it looks really pretty. So that's no help either, is it? Anyway, I'm going to show you the transfer in real life. Real life transfer. This is a 4-page transfer, and it's separate elements, which is what we love because that means you can create your own design. You can chop it up. If you've seen my last 2 videos that I've created on my own YouTube channel, you'll see the transfer that I designed, which is the best. You'll also see Malia's, which is pink pampas and dried wilds, which is beautiful. I did that on a mismatched pair of bedside tables. And this one. It has got such cute little dinky round feet, a little bit like mine. I've also got dinky round feet. And they're going gold as well. So this is page 1, which is a branch. And in the colours in this, we've got pinks, blues, greens, and then the branch, which is brown. We've got a second page of that, but it's made up of smaller twiggy bits. And then we've got the birdies, the pretty birdies. I love the ones with the long tails. I love that. I love the drama. Love the drama. We've got a couple of like little twiggy things, like little greenery things that you can add. Also, the colours of these. So this is why I wanted to go red, because I feel like it contrasts really well with the blues and greens in the transfer. So that's why I went for Honky Tonk, but maybe I should go a little bit darker instead. And then the fourth one is more pretty birdies, but more kind of muted-y tones, but equally still like the cool tones. So blues and greens and a bluey kind of greeny grey. Excuse me. So that's why I was thinking red. It's not going to be everybody's choice to go red with this transfer. It would probably work with every single colour, to be honest. It would work with every single colour. But I am now wondering whether Honky Tonk is going to be a little bit too in your face. Maybe it is. Let's go darker. I've made a decision. I'm going to stick by it. I'm going to change it, swap it out, put the Honky Tonk away. I could still use, this one's called the transfer, did you mean, Teresa? This is called Chinoiserie. That's what it's called. So these have just been released. They're on the Dixie Belle website. They're also arriving with retailers if they're not already with retailers. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you found me as well. Coral. That'd look pretty. Did not consider coral as an option. Your birthday's tomorrow. See, I can scroll back now. Yes. Yes. Now you're never going to get rid of me. We're already 27 minutes in. My birthday's tomorrow and hubby wants to... No, you don't, YouTube. You don't take the comments away. Hubby wants to take me for whale watching by San Francisco. Are whales around now to be seen? I know there's like a season. Oh, so you're not asking me because I'm definitely not from San Francisco. Although, interesting fact, I have been to San Francisco. My cousin used to live in San Francisco and I visited him there. And I've also been to Yosemite. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I've been there as well. But yeah, I have been to San Francisco. Very cool place. Very cool. Comments have gone again. Why? Why'd you do this to me? Oh no, the back. I hope I am of help. You're a pre-beginner to chalk paint and paying close attention. So far, I've painted that yellow. I'll be honest, you're probably better off looking at my YouTube channel or the Dixie Belle YouTube channel, because this right now is my fun time. This is when I get to chat to everybody and I love it. Just make sure I haven't lost any comments. Yes, you worked in Yosemite. How do you say it? Is it Yosemite? Am I saying it right? Yeah, it was amazing. I was not that old. I mean, I wasn't a baby or anything. I was like early teens probably. And my cousin's girlfriend at the time, her parents owned a ranch out that way. So we stayed there for a couple of nights and they were like telling us about spiders. I'm not a fan of spiders. They had a pool in their ranch, like outside. My YouTube channel's name is Faff Designs. So Faff Designs. Yeah, we'll get onto the whale watching in a second. Let's talk about me. It's me, my early teens in Yosemite. I'm just kidding. I saw seals, I think, there. But it was so long ago, I can't remember. But I'm sure somebody else will be able to help you. Somebody that's way more qualified in whale watching than what I am. But yeah, I vividly remember staying in this ranch, which was amazing. There was horses and everything. And they had like the lasso and all the things. It was very cool. Very cool. And I was looking in the pool because they said don't go in the pool until it's been cleaned out because spiders go in there, like they fall in overnight. And I was like, but I was intrigued. So I was looking over the edge of the pool, first thing in the morning, fully clothed. I'd got up, got dressed, looking over the edge to see if I could see said spiders in the bottom of the pool. Who comes up behind me and pushes me in? My brother. I panic, swallowed a load of water. I can swim, I'm a strong swimmer. And the pool was not even that deep. But I panicked because I was thinking, spiders at the bottom of the pool. I was like, get me out. So yeah, I remember that vividly. And I also remember the huge redwood trees are amazing. They don't even look real. Tarantulas are common in that area. They did say that. They did say that they burrow in the ground, and I was like, okay, we're hovering then. We're hovering for the durability of you know what I mean, of the stay. It was a big no. I was freaked out. I was like, get me out. Don't like it. Don't like it. Panic. Anyway, we've made a decision. Put the transfer down. We're not doing that today because she won't be ready. But we're going dark. I still might introduce a little bit of honky tonk red because I just feel like she can handle it. If we're going bright, aren't we? So the next red down in the kind of colour spectrum is, had to leave you again, don't talk about me behind my back. The next red down in the kind of colour palette, if you like. Obviously, if you've got honky tonk red, you can make it darker by mixing it a little bit, but I have pretty much most colours from Dixie Belle, so I'm just going to grab this. It's been absolutely ages since I've used this colour, so it's going to need a stir, because what can happen is when paint's sat there, it can naturally separate, so the heavy ingredients sink down to the bottom and the lighter ones stay on the top. So you've hordes of tarantulas cross the roads. I'd have to move country. I'd be on the first plane out there. It literally gives me goosebumps. I don't like it. Even watching spiders on the TV freaks me out. I don't like spiders. I don't even like the word. Horrible creatures. I'm sorry if anybody likes them, but I do not. I cannot. The one thing that no. So I'm just giving it a stir with one of these. And now we're going to put red on. She's probably using a natural bristle brush. I might. Was there a question? Does anyone know what brush can I use to apply the gold paint? Okay, so that wasn't gold. Just to recap, it looks gold actually. It doesn't look kind of gold. So that stippled effect has obviously given it a little bit of texture, which that kind of gold leaf, kind of antique gold does have. But that's yellow. So that is a mustard yellow shade. It's called Colonel Mustard. It's from the Chalk Mineral Paint range from Dixie Belle. I applied it with this brush. So this is a oval small. And I just, because it was the first one that I grabbed, I picked it up. But because I've stippled it on, you could use a natural bristle brush to get that kind of texture. But because I pounced it on the surface, it's going to give me a little bit of texture, going to hold a little bit of texture anyway. Also, I didn't put any water on that at all, so it's not going to want to flatten out and level out. It's going to hold its texture a little bit. I don't want too much texture. I'm not applying any kind of texture additive. It's just the technique that I use to pounce it on the surface is giving me. The sun is back. What? No, we're not going back. The sun's had its day. So if you missed the first bit of this conversation, my original plan was to put decoupage paper on this, and there was a design that Dixie Belle did that sold out, and there was a cute sun, all the things, that really pretty. Got back off holiday, sold out. Changed my mind. We're going chinoiserie, okay? The sun's had its time. It's had its moment. It's not happening now. Sunshine, move on. Move out of the way for the birds. We're going birds. Okay. So again, I've got actually the same brush. So this is an oval small. This is what it looks like when it's not caked in paint. So it's a synthetic brush, which normally gets a nice smooth finish. But because of the way that I'm applying it, it's going to give a little bit of texture. And I'm going to apply this in the same way as well. So this is the red. It's still super bright, but it's not as bright as Honky Tonk. Just for comparison, let's... Can you see? So Honky Tonk Red is almost a bit pinky. It's that bright. These are all Dixie Belle brushes. Everything that I'm using is from Dixie Belle. So you can see that's more of a rich toned true red. This is like, it's almost, like I say, it's almost a bit pinky as Honky Tonk Red. It's very, very vibrant. And all of the reds in the Dixie Belle range cover amazing. So reds notoriously are a little bit of a pain to get coverage. They tend to take an extra coat versus other colours. So normally 3 coats from most other kind of reds that I've used, but not Dixie Belle. That is covering in 1 coat. Sorry if I missed a question. You're answering it for me. Teresa is on top of it. She is on top of it. Also, just to bear in mind that just because the Sun decoupage paper is out at Dixie Belle HQ on their website, lots of retailers do have that because they order it before it gets released on the Dixie Belle website. So if you are still looking for the Sun paper, don't be disheartened. Don't. Just find a retailer because they're probably likely to have it. So, and also, if I'd have done this before I went away, I'd have still been promoting that paper for the retailers, because obviously they want to sell the product as well. But it's because I had that 2-week gap of being on holiday, and then I came back and it had completely gone out, and I was still at the stage where I could change my mind, and then the transfers had been released, and I thought it's probably wise to kind of promote the transfers a little bit. So that isn't like kind of another reason why I changed my mind. So just if you do look on the Dixie Belle website at anything and it's out of stock, make sure you contact your retailer, or try and contact your retailer in the first place anyway. But if you hear one of the brand ambassadors or a content creator, or if it is out of stock on the website, contact a retailer because they'll probably still have it in. It's like the if anyone can remember the fall colours that got released, I don't know, was that last year or was that the year before? I'll come and do your pouncing for you, Stephanie. I can pounce all day. Pouncing is the technique that I'm doing now, just in case anybody wonders what the heck we're talking about. So the fall colours that got released, it was either last year or the year before. I can't remember. I think it was 2 years ago now. I don't know. Someone will have to correct me. They sold out super quick online. So they sold out super, super quick off the Dixie Belle website, but loads and loads of retailers still had them in. So that is a classic example of... Has my camera gone off? How dare you cut off? Has the battery run out? Oh, I'm sorry. I think the battery might have run out. Technology, I hate it. Why are you doing this to me? I'm so sorry, this is so close. Yeah, you try and multitask. You try and... Oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're on the mend. Try and multitask, try and film for YouTube, and the battery runs out in your camera. I'm just going to go ahead and change that now. Already this morning the memory card has been full and it automatically stops recording. So that was great. Lost a bit of footage there. And now for some reason it's just stopped again. I'm presuming it's the battery. I'm staying on for a little bit because my kids are quiet. I'm making the most of the quiet time with you lot. When I go in there, it's going to just be... It's going to be chaos, isn't it? Hopefully not. Hopefully the sugar hasn't kicked in yet. And they're sitting there quietly. If not, I might take them back to school a week early. Right. Battery changed. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm normally... I don't know what is going on with this camera. I've pressed something and something's gone weird. Let's hope it's got footage. If not, there will not be a YouTube video for this. Yeah, I hope you don't mind me stopping on for a little bit longer today. Normally, I try and kind of keep my videos short and sweet, because, you know, I don't want people getting bored. But my kids are at home. I normally have to rush off fairly quickly after my lives to go and pick them up from school. But obviously they're here. They're here in a cupboard, shut away. No, they're not in a cupboard, really. Have we all hit the like button? I hope so. Yeah, Joanne, I hope you're okay. Sending positive vibes from the UK. So you can see the coverage on this is phenomenal. And yeah, I'm painting over the hinges. I am. I can clean them up after. I can go over them with gold. I mean, I could have taken them off, but I didn't. It's the same. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that go, why are you painting with the doors closed? Because I'm trying to film and create content. So that's why, actually. So a lot of people have been like, surely you don't make a good job of it. Yeah, you do get bits of paint that go in there, but I just clean it up afterwards. Obviously, I don't leave it like that. I sell all my furniture. Everything is tidied up. It's just that when I started to be like being a brand ambassador, obviously you go from painting in your quiet little corner on your own with not a care in the world. I mean, I still don't have a care in the world, to be honest, but you have to adapt your painting style for camera. So that's why I paint with doors closed and stuff, because if I was messing around taking doors off and opening and closing and stuff, it'd just be really hard to show you what I'm doing. It'd just take up a lot of time and stuff as well. So yeah, that all gets tidied up afterwards. If I was painting on my own, not filming, not having to create content, then I would be opening the doors. I'd be kind of painting up to the doors. I wouldn't be painting with them closed, that's for sure, because you do have to tidy that up afterwards. But that's just the life of a painter that records everything. You're doing physio. That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, hope you have a speedy recovery. Oh, I've missed a bit. That's not good. That's not good. Also, what I find is when I record, I'm really conscious about where my head and hands are, because obviously if I'm like this and trying to record, you can't see anything. So you're forever doing like weird things with your head to try and get the right angle, but without getting in the way of the camera. Where's the comments gone? Oh no, oh no. Oh, something went happen then. This is why I don't touch anything usually. You're currently painting 2 of those big wooden knife blocks and decorating them for bookends. Hey, that's a good idea. I like that idea. So yeah, 43 minutes. This has got to be a world record. I'm just going to sit here for the rest of the 15 minutes, see if we can get to an hour. Sit here in silence so you can stare at this mess. Don't judge me on this, please. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. That is a taster. Is it a taster? Yeah, it's a taster. Are we gonna leave it there? I was gonna introduce a little bit of black onto this. I mean, we've still got 20 people watching. The numbers are dropping off, but who cares? My kids are being quiet. I don't think there's a fire. I don't think anybody's fighting. Let's just carry on a little bit. Okay, so now I'm swapping brushes. I did prep with Grey Boss because this piece was actually stripped because I was going to... Very, very long story. I was going to expose some of the wood on this and I stripped it with oven cleaner. If you ever want any content to blow up, just get your oven cleaner out on a reel or on TikTok or Instagram. Because that is sure to ruffle a few feathers. Somebody messaged me and said, "You do know that's toxic, don't you?" I was like, I am aware that it is toxic. Yes, thank you. But yeah, it was a 6-second video of me spraying oven cleaner on this. I was intrigued, okay? I don't usually cave to hacks. The best is still here. Exactly, Joanne. I've got 20 of the best. 18 of the best now. 2 of those people clearly cleared off. They were like, no. 43 minutes, I'm tapping out. So yeah, the oven cleaner, I literally, it was a 6-second video of me, it was outside, sped up, spraying oven cleaner on this. Intrigue got the better of me. Don't usually give in to these like hacks and trends and all that kind of thing. Normally, if I see a trend or a hack or anything, I go the opposite way. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing that. That's just how my brain works. If someone tells me to do something, or if someone goes, this is really trendy, you should do this, I'm out. I'm the opposite. Everyone goes, red's not really trending at the minute. It's not really in fashion. I'll paint everything red. Watch me. I will. Because that's just how I roll. I've always been like it. So yeah, when I've resisted the oven cleaner for so long, and then intrigue got the better of me because my friend, who she used to be a content creator for Dixie Belle, and she's not anymore. She's still my friend. I still allow her in my life, but she's based in the UK as well. And against the grain, exactly. Why be normal? Exactly. I should have called my business Against the Grain. Is it too late? Is it too late to change my name? Against the Grain. Who knows? That is a good name. Sorry, you lost me for a second there. So anyway, intrigue got the better of me. I stripped this with oven cleaner. Kind of half works. I will be documenting it for my YouTube video if anyone actually cares. I did have to finish it with normal chemical stripper. And so I stripped it all back to bare wood. And it was kind of pretty. I mean, I like a bit of wood grain every now and again. I will paint it though. Just watch me. Look, I've painted it. I didn't even think twice. I was like, wood grain, whatever, I'm painting it. So I did strip it back. I had planned to kind of do a little bit of exposed wood in areas and all the rest of it. And then plans changed. Plans changed. You've played with the title. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'll take that. Thank you. So, caviar. Now we're going for a bit of drama. So this is still wet, and that's okay. That is fine. I'm going to stipple in a little bit of black. So you probably all know that I love to do a bit of shading with either brown wax or black wax. And that can add a little bit of drama as well, but not as much drama as black paint. Obviously, it's going to be more pigmented. So I am just going to start introducing this. And bearing in mind, I've only done one coat of the red. There will be another coat applied afterwards, once it's dry, just to basically build up the coverage and catch anywhere that I've missed. So my plan is to just kind of add a bit of drama to this with a bit of black. I might change my mind. It depends if it looks rubbish or not, I'll be honest. But this is what I had in my head anyway. So I'm using a different kind of brush. This is a natural bristle brush. It's a premium chip brush, if you want to know the name of this. And this is, it's just slightly different in how it's made, basically. So this is natural bristles, synthetic bristles. And it basically promotes texture. So if you want to create texture on your piece, then this is the brush that you want to use, or a natural bristle brush anyway. I also use these because they're really inexpensive. You can kind of just use them for a bit and throw them away. You need to copyright. It's mine. It's too late for that. I've taken it. 23 people, and we're back down to 21. 21. Yeah, you spoke too soon. Those 2 people joined and thought, what the hell is she doing? And immediately left. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, I'm here for the quality, not the quantity, okay? I'd rather have 20 people that want to be here than 100 people that don't. Wish you were in Melbourne. We could get so much trouble together. We definitely could, but spiders, again, no. It's a no for the spiders. Things like that freak me out. I couldn't live anywhere where there's things that are going to get me. We don't have anything like that over here. Nothing. We're quite lucky in that respect. Also, don't you have sharks there as well? Do you? Yeah. Oh, no. Is it sharks? Yeah. Things like that scare me. Don't like it. So I don't quite know how I feel about the caviar, if I'm honest. It's very extreme. It's very harsh. It might fight with the transfer a little bit because there's a lot of drama going on here. I don't know. We'll see. Is my camera still recording? Oh, it's a miracle. It's still on. I'm just scrolling the screen to make sure I've not lost any comments. No. So I'm just using the tiniest amount of caviar over the top of this. And as you can see, it is kind of melting into the red a little bit. There's no spiders in Melbourne. Oh no, it's gone again. Stupid screen. Why is it? Oh, there. Honestly, I'm Irish. I hate spiders. But we do. They're near to the sea. Okay. I thought there was just spiders like everywhere in Australia. Maybe just in the wild parts, in the outback, in the outback. It's been a while since I've done accents. If you followed me for a while, if you know, you know. Good eye, mate. So without putting any extra product on here, you can see it's starting to pick up a little bit of the red. I'm just going to start to stipple that brush in towards the centre. So it's just going to kind of blur that sort of edge a little bit, so it's not quite so harsh. So I'll put the line sort of where I wanted it to be, which is obviously around the edge, because I want to create a little bit of shading around the edge. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep the black. I'm not sure at this stage. And then I'm just going to do the same on this door so that it's similar. So it's not too harsh a line. If I change my mind, I can just paint over it. No problem. I was on a call with Dixie Belle the other day, and they said something about the British accent, and they said how I talk. And they said, oh, yes, you talk like British accent. I was like, does anybody actually listen to me? Because I don't talk like that. I do not talk like that. Sharks are way out. Yes, in the outback. In the outback. G'day, mate. It's highly offensive if you're from Australia. Queen Elizabeth. That's weird because I was just saying that, and I'd said that before I read your comment. So yeah, they were all saying about the UK accent, and Shayna, who lived in the UK for a while and is now back in the US, she said, oh yes, I can't believe how Connie talks. And I was like, are you for real? I do not talk like that. Oh yes, I have I don't have the right. I mean, this is a mug. I'd need like a china cup with a pinky out. But yes, I have a cup of tea. It's delightful. I don't talk like that. I don't. We have so many different accents in the UK, and this cup of tea is cold now because I've been here for ages. 55 minutes. It's a world record. It's a world record. And my kids have been quiet for 55 minutes. That's concerning, actually. I don't even want to open that door and go in. I don't. Someone said I do blending really well. I don't. Dixie Belle blends really well. It's the paint. Trust me. I have been, this is going to sound old and patronising, but I've been around enough to know there is a knack to it. Yes, I've been painting furniture a while now. But I've also used plenty of brands, and some blend better than the others. That's just how it is. And Dixie Belle blends like an absolute charm. Their chalk mineral paint blends amazing. Terra blends absolutely phenomenally. But there are paints out there that do things better than others. And Dixie Belle blends. She blends. The only problem is it started now to slightly pick up a little bit too much of the red. So can you see, especially on this door, obviously that was dry longer, you can see it's slightly paler. The kids might be watching a DVD. They're my kids. They dig for moles and find sticks over the fields and bring them home and make things out of it. They are not DVD kids. They are feral. They are feral. They're more likely to be starting a fire in there than watching a DVD, I'll be honest. So yeah, it started to pick up a little bit of the red because the red was trying to dry, and obviously I've got grey primer underneath, and it's just picking it up a little bit too much. So I'm going to stop. I think the red looks okay. I am going for a very bright kind of chinoiserie cabinet style. We're not going subtle here. We don't know the meaning of that word at Faff Designs. So I am going for a kind of a bright look. I may even put a little bit of honky tonk red right in the centre. You have a friend that moved here when she was a teenager. She has perfect American accent, but when she gets her English accent comes out in a big way. Now, America's the same. America has so many different accents depending on where you go. My personal favourite is like, is it South? Is that a kid? Is that a child screaming? Pray for me. I love a southern accent. I think it's so cool. I want to be a cowboy. Cowgirl, whatever. I think it's cool. I think it's such a good accent. Yeah, that differs. It's probably everywhere you go. It's probably everywhere you go in the world. There's different accents depending on where you are in that region. I'm a massive accent fan. I love accents. I think I'm good at them, but I'm realistically I'm not. So thanks, Joanne. Yeah, send help. Send a fire brigade. Actually, just send all of the emergency services. That'd probably be a help. Southerners had a cute accent. You're Texan. Yeah, I love it. I do like it. I just like all the different accents. It's cool. Should we put a bit of honky tonk red in the middle and see what happens? Yeah, let's. I'm going to use the same brush because why not? I'm also going to slightly mist that because it's drying. So I'm just going to see what this looks like with a little bit of honky tonk red in the centre. Bear in mind this is the first coat. I might change it. Do a Northern Ireland accent. I can't do that accent without heavily swearing. I can't. It involves so many cuss words, so I it's probably best not here. I'm trying to think of something to say in Northern Ireland without swearing. I can't do it. Most of my accents involve swearing. Although my kids, what? Something about what? Oh no, it's gone again. Keep pressing the wrong button. My kids threw knives on my roof when they were young. Brilliant. That is definitely something my kids would do. Yeah, I know that it's so hard. Scottish as well. Scottish is hard to do without swearing. I follow a lot of comedians because obviously you're from Northern Ireland. I can't do it without swearing. I won't do it on the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. We're down to 15. People numbers are we're dropping like flies, people. I follow a lot of comedians, and there's a comedian called Kevin Bridges who's from, I think he's from Glasgow, he's from Scotland somewhere. He's got such a strong Scottish accent. He swears a lot in his comedy. He is comedy gold. Kevin Bridges, his name is. I've been to see him live actually. So, has it added anything to the centre of this? Maybe a little bit. Whiskey or a whiskey in your hand. Exactly. heavily swearing. If I ever do a live on my own Facebook, or I might get banned now. You can't say anything on any channel now, you get banned. But yeah, I need to. You can't understand the hard Scottish accent. It's gibberish. It's like another language, isn't it? It's so hard to understand. But yeah, crazy. And Welsh is that's an odd one. They've got a different language altogether, and then the Welsh accent. It's insane. We've got family that live over there, and their kids speak Welsh, and it is gobbledygook. It's such a weird language, bizarre. Anyway, I have kept you enough. We've done it. We have hit the hour mark. We've hit the hour mark. One day in the space of my own social media, where I am at no risk of getting fired, then I will do a hardcore accent session. But don't come if you get easily offended by swearing, because there's be a lot of it. Anyway, we have made pretty good. I'm going to stop that recording. Use up all my battery. When you see Scottish in writing, it's even worse. Yeah, it is another language. I actually follow a few people on TikTok that do accents professionally. One day I'll be there. I'll be a professional accenter, if that's even a thing. We've made the 60-minute mark. I've been live for an hour. And if you have been here from the start, you deserve a medal, quite frankly, to be honest. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you for chatting. I am so glad I can find how the comments work now, so I can just scroll back. I can scroll back right to the start and see all your comments. I'm so pleased I figured that out. It's only taken me, how long have I been live on YouTube for? Quite a while. It's taken me quite a while to figure that out. But anyway, we figured it out, so that's good. I have one more week left until the kids are back at school, and then I'm probably going to have to go back to slightly shorter lives. But this has been so much fun. Hiccup as well from the cup of tea. So yeah, I appreciate you all staying on and chatting with me and following me and all the things. I missed you when I was away. I know I did a live last week, but I'll be honest, I think I was heavily sleep deprived from being on holiday, so I can't really remember it. So yeah, I appreciate you all chatting and staying along. It's been a good hour. It's been a fun hour. So I'll be back next week at the same time. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.